All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is Brother Danya Allah with GMS Pittsburgh coming back again with another lesson, giving all honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect brethren and sisters, okay, in this truth. Shalom. So, just a real basic lesson, and I got a couple of precepts. The Lord controls your destiny. You know, the Lord controls your destiny. Okay, and the Lord predestines people's fates. All right, there's no such thing as free will, and we're just gonna hop right into the precepts. It's gonna be a little quick video, but Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Right? So the Lord controls the goings of man, whoever it may be, whether it be an Israelite, the goings of another nation. It's all through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. The Lord is almighty, all powerful, man, omnipotent. Okay, he has all the power. He controls everything. So, not one thing that a man does, not one thing that goes on in existence, okay, happens without the Most High, say so, man. Okay, so the Most High is in control of everything. The Most High controls the people on the earth. All right. It says, man's goings is of the Lord. So where a man goes, his direction, his path, what he does is all controlled by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. How can a man then understand his own way? Right? So we don't understand our own way or our destiny. Okay? The Lord does. We don't have that understanding. Now, having the knowledge of the truth, we know that the elect men, okay, we know what their fate is. Basically, through the scriptures, we know the fate of the elect, the fate of the 2/3, and the fate of our enemy E and the rest of the nations, right? But who the elect may be, all right, that hopeful elect, we don't know completely or sure of, man. We have a understanding of who they may be, okay, based upon the different things that different men do in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but we don't know exactly if that's us. There's no guarantee, right? But as the scriptures say, give all diligence to make thy calling and election sure. All right. So the only time you get guarantee is when you're on the chariots. Right now, this man's goings of the Lord. Now that brings me to another scripture that I did not print in here, but let me see here. I want to grab this because I said the Lord controls men. So let's see here. The Lord has all the power. And whose hand is the soul of every man. KJV. Right? Just want to grab this scripture right here. Every living thing. Okay, boom. Perfect. This is Job chapter 12 and verse 10. All right, where it says, let's start at verse 9. It says, who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord have wrought? Salakia. Right, with the hand of the Lord have wrought this, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. So in his hand, man. So the Lord can control, he controls everything, man. The living creatures, the man, okay? They're all in his hand. They're all in his power, man. All in his control. All right? Every living thing. Everything that's alive. All right? And all mankind, right? All the nations, the Israelites, and the wicked, okay? So just wanted to grab that precept real quick. Right? Now, this is another precept going Job 33:15 through 17, because the Lord, he instills your instructions on what you're supposed to do for that day while you're asleep. Okay? While you're asleep, he instills your instructions. Okay, Job 33:15 through 17. It says, in a dream and a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. Right? So he programs you to do whatever he wants you to do for that day, man, when you asleep at night. All right? So you do exactly what the Lord wants you to do, man. It doesn't get more simple than that. That he may withdraw man from his purpose. So whatever you had in your mind that you thought you was going to do, you may have thought you was going to wake up the next morning, go meet Sally down the street, have some fun with Sally and do this and do that, right? But you wake up and it doesn't go that way. You trying to go meet Sally and something happens and you end up, staying at home. All right? Or you end up, you're on your way to meet Sally and you end up running into the prophets, the men of the Lord. Right? So really it was set up for you to go listen to the word or to be encountered by wisdom, okay, that you may be marked for salvation or marked for destruction. All right? It says, in hide pride from man, So the Lord instructs you in your sleep, man. He tells you he programmed you while you are asleep. All right? Now, wanted to get some examples also, okay? Because the prophets, okay, their spirits come back upon the earth, okay, in the reincarnation, which reincarnation means to make flesh again, meaning again or back, and incarnation means in the flesh. All right. So the prophets, okay, their spirits, when they come back to the earth, they're programmed once again to preach the word of the Most High and to do the office of a prophet, man. Okay. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 13. But go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. So this is talking about Daniel the prophet. All right. At the end of the days is the time that we're in now. All right. We know that it's the end of the days because all these prophecies, okay, are starting to come to pass, which Yahushua spake of in Matthew the 24th chapter. Wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, false Hamashiachs arising, false messiahs, false prophets, okay, signs in the heavens, all these different things are signs that we are in the end of days. So Daniel, the prophet, okay, he's back prophesying today, and he's amongst, will primarily be Great Millstone, but could also be in some of these other camps where the elect are scattered, okay, because Daniel is an elect man. All right, but the point is, the Lord has him set up to be a prophet even in the end time again, right? Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets, right? So A prophet is always going to be a prophet, no matter what incarnation he's in, no matter what body he's in, what time period. He's always going to be a prophet, man. Right? And for the elect, there's nothing the elect can do, okay, against prophesying, all right, and making known the will of the Most High. They can't get out of that, no matter how hard they try. Okay, the Lord has, that's their lot, man. That's their portion. All right, that's what they're programmed to do and set up to do. All right, and here is Jeremiah chapter 20 and verse 7. It says, "O Lord, thou hast deceived me. I was deceived. Thou art stronger than I." So the Most High is stronger than we are. Okay, Jeremiah is saying, the Lord, you're stronger than me. It says, and has prevailed. So he basically conquered. Okay, it says, "I'm in derision daily. Everyone mocketh me." Right. So Jeremiah goes to preach to his people, and they mock and they scoff at him. Just like they do unto us today. We preaching to our people, but they mock and they scoff and they refuse to hear the counsel of the Lord. It says, "For since I spake, I cried out. I cried violence and spoil, because the word of the Lord was made a reproach unto me and a derision daily." So Jeremiah was daily being ridiculed, okay, for preaching the word of the Lord. All right. And he was crying out, man. Okay. It says, "Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was," right. So he basically said, man, I ain't preaching to these people no more. I ain't preaching, man. I'm not gonna preach in the name of the Lord. Right. I'm done with this. Right. No, I ain't preaching. Right. He tried to get out of it, right? But he couldn't, right? Because the Lord had it programmed, okay, in his spirit to do and prophesy. It says, "But his word was in mine heart," meaning in his mind, man, "as a burning fire, shut up in my bones," man. So it was a fire, man, that he couldn't, like a fire he couldn't quench, man. "And I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay." Right? So he was worried for forbearing. He was trying to hold back the spirit, but he couldn't. It was burning so heavy inside of him. He had to prophesy, man. He had to do it, and that's an example of the Lord. The prophets can't get out of prophesying, man. They can't, no matter how hard they try. Okay, because the Lord, what? The man's goings are of the Lord, man. So just wanted that to be that a short limit, a short lesson, and Lord willing, that was edifying. Shalom.